Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All right. So we were filing our PR application. Okay. And in the previous video, I had completed all these forms. Okay. Then we press continue, and you would see a list of documents that are specific to your case. For example, in my application, I had mentioned that I stayed in England for 1.5 years in the recent 10 years. Okay, so therefore they asked for my police certificate for England and police certificate for Pakistan in particular. So this document checklist is based on your application. Okay, so you need to make sure that you fulfill everything, and if you don't understand anything, then just simply click on this question mark and you would be able to um, understand what that particular portion is about. I will talk about each section briefly. Okay, so education and diploma degrees. Okay, so in this section I also uploaded my ECA report and my IELTS report. Okay, similarly for my spouse as well. Then PCC for England. PCC for Pakistan had four PCCs actually, because I lived in four different districts of Pakistan. I've already made a video about that. Employment records. Now, I only worked in one organization throughout this career. Okay. Firstly, I started as sales management trainee, then I became an under training manager, then I became the territory sales manager, then I became the area manager. But throughout my work, my duties remained same, and my knock code was 0601. Okay, so for these different sections, I have actually compiled all the documents now, and I'm keeping the same reference letter for all these sections. Okay, and in my reference letter, as I already showed you guys in my previous video about reference letters, I had a table. Okay, and in that table my company mentioned my different positions and the durations. Okay, so I'm gonna upload file of my SMT work experience. Okay, so thing is simple. You choose file and you already name your files like um, in a way that you don't get confused afterwards. Okay, so this is the SMT work, and then I upload file, and then it says successfully uploading file. Now you return to your documents. Similarly, I'm going to upload all these files that I've already compiled. Okay, so in these files, basically, I have kept the same reference letter. Okay, the visiting card of the person who signed my reference letter. This was same for all these positions. Okay, but then I had bank statements from these particular timelines when I was working as this designation. Okay, and also I kept my appointment letters or placement letters during the period mentioned on these designations. Okay, and as I always say, that designations or the job titles, they don't matter. In fact, the job duties matter. Okay, so if you want to file a successful application, then make sure that the duties that you actually performed were up to the mark. Okay, now this is an error, that the file size limit is 4 MB, but the file that I'm trying to upload, it is more than the required limit. Okay, so I have already compressed it. Let me find it here. Yeah, this one, TSM compressed. Okay, so I'm uploading this file now. And if you want to compress your PDF, there are many tools. Okay, you simply have to write compress PDF. You'll find small PDF. You will find I love PDF. Okay, so these are all free tools you can use to compress. And I used Cam Scanner to scan all my documents, and they also have a compression system or setting for the cam scanner. Okay, and then I transferred all those files to my thingy computer, and at the end I was able to upload all the files that were required. Okay, now again I have this folder here, it is important that you name every file, because if you don't name every file, then it will be very, very, very difficult for you when it comes to uploading all those documents. Okay, now you would be able to see that I have actually completed everything about my document checklist. Okay, I'm just going to show you here. So these were the employment records, and after the employment records, you would be able to see the proof of means of financial support, otherwise known as POF. Okay, so a proof of funds is basically this is only a single option where you have to upload all your documents. So since I had my POF in two different accounts in two different banks, so I uploaded all those documents, and I also uploaded my thingy credit card statement, okay, and account maintenance letters as well. So this is a digital photo of myself, and also same goes for my spouse and my kids, okay, in their section, which is below this page. Okay, passport. So basically, I had three passports. So I only uploaded the bio pages of all those passports. Okay, first two, 3 pages and last two, 3 pages. And I also included the travel history or the visa stamping for my various travels that I had. Okay, then I uploaded my marriage certificate, including this is for Pakistani applicants. I included my marriage certificate that was issued by computerized Union Council system. Okay, and I also included my manual marriage certificate that was handwritten, and that was in Urdu. So I got it translated from a designated translator. Okay, so this is something that you need to know, and this is something that I recommend that you do. That upload your manual marriage certificate as well. Okay, then national ID, that is obviously your national identity card. Okay, so proof of upfront medical exam. I basically had a delay in my medical exam booking, because after I compiled all these documents, PCC, employment records, PO, POF from like the bank statements from my banks, then I applied for medical exam, and turns out I had to wait 3 weeks to get my appointment. And then after that, all of us we had our medical exams, and the price for that was 74,000 for four family members. Okay, so these were the documents for the primary applicant. Okay, and then you would be able to see that these were the other documents. Now, this is where I uploaded a letter of explanation in the optional documents. Okay, so for example, my daughter, what would I write in the letter of explanation? I just simply wrote that the passport, Amna only had one passport, and she has no travel history, because I didn't want the case officer to be confused with the very few pages of the passport being uploaded, because I only uploaded the bio pages and the required pages, not all the pages of that passport. Okay, and also same goes for Muhammad Raza, my son. I submitted his letter of explanation as well. Okay, and I have prepared my letter of explanation. I would actually would like to or try to show you guys um, where would be that how would be that letter of explanation. Okay, now I don't want you guys to completely follow what I have written, therefore I will not be like explaining it very, very, very in not in details. Okay, so this is the heading letters of explanation, and then these are my work letter of explanation things, and this is the list of documents that I attached for each designation. Then I attached this POF letter of explanation. Okay, and I gave the details of my bank accounts and the different details. Now, this is the thing. You use currency exchange rate, the official currency exchange rate on the CIC website. Yes, this is available there. I would try to leave the link in the description. Okay. And then I had this others or miscellaneous letter of explanation. Then this is an annexure that I included in my thingy letter of explanation, which basically is a knock comparison chart where I kept the actual duties that I performed during my work experience, and then I mentioned the thingy knock 0601 duties as mentioned on the CIC website, and then I matched all these duties to help the case officer understand and like process my application quickly. That's what I wanted. Okay, so this is about the how to upload your post ITA documents. I think I haven't missed anything. Now this is something written here like we are a family of four, so we'll have to pay 3270 Canadian dollars. Okay, 32,070 Canadian dollars. This is the detail of the fee. I'm paying the RPRF upfront. Okay, that is $500. Okay, and it is for the same. It is the same for my spouse as well. Okay, and the other fees are like everybody knows about it. I don't need to talk about it, right? 825 for adults, 825, and 225 for kids. Okay, multiplied by 2, then you get 450. And also they have included the family biometric fee of $170. So total is 32,000 3,270. Okay, in fact, let me just clear up this thingy um, PR application, and let's finalize these things. Okay, so I have created my LOE here, which I'm going to upload as the optional document. Okay, now this is always an optional document, but you need to, I mean, I suggest that you need to include everything that would like raise a question in the mind of the case officer. Okay, so you need to explain that, but obviously you need to be precise, use bullets, use headings, and don't confuse the case officer with your letter of explanation. I mean, it should be explaining things, not confusing all these things. Okay, so with these words, this is Alif Zakhar, hoping you get your ITA soon and you file the complete PR application. Signing off.